Ladies and gentlemen, introducing our officials for this match. Our first referee is Joven Racelis, national referee. Second referee is Joy Inos, national referee. Joy Inos is an agency international referee candidate. And now the starters for Capital1 Solar Energy. Outside striker from the National University, number 3, team captain, Jarrell Singh. Middle blocker from Capital1 University, number 5, Jess Clemente. Center from San Francisco State University, number 10, Iris Coronada. Middle blocker from LaSalle, number 16, Julia Ipak. Opposite hitter also from LaSalle, number 22, Layla Cruz. Outside striker from Russia, number 23, Marina Kusheva. Starting middle from the University of Santo Tomas, number 18, RJ Rivera. Head coach for the Solar Spikers is Roger Gorayek. And now the starters for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelles. Middle blocker from the College of St. Benito, number 1, Mitch Dunnett. Outside striker from Arizona University, number 10, Dolly Barcosa. Outside striker from Japan, number 15, Asaka Amaru. Center from Adamson University, number 16, Lisa Yandok. Middle blocker also from Adamson, number 13, Char Anteka. Opposite hitter from the University of Santo Tomas, number 22, White Tapia. Starting middle from the University of the East, number 11, Selena Zeta. Head coach for the Thunderbelles is Terry Yee. This game is held under the supervision and regulation of the Game 76 Board. Capital1 versus Zus Coffee. This is
Here are the starters for Capital1 Solar Spikers. Des Clemente, Ipak, Cruz, Tolenada, Tushova, Singh. And at libero is RJ Rivera. As for the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelles, we have Rich Gamit, Charyan Cheta, Dolly Versosa, Nika Yandok, Asaka Tamaru, April Tapia, and Jen Zeta. As we are live here in the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City, Jaime Escalon, Neil Flores with Sam Corrales manning the sidelines. Of course, Capital1, they're looking to get win number 3 and stay in top 3 of their pool. Zeus Coffee in search for that first win here in our reinforced conference.
Nika Yandok will get the starting nod for the Zus Coffee Thunderbelles. Glomo Doniedo, their starting setter, will be coming off the bench. And as for Capital1, it is the same starting lineup that Coach Roger has fielded in the past few games. Again, Capital1 just needs one more win to improve their record to a 3-2 win-loss card. And pag nakapasok nga sila sa top 3 based on the current rankings in Pool A, it will be Creamline, PLDT, and Cherry Tigo. Pero hindi pa po tapos ang Pool A. We have still to finish the final games to check if Farm Fresh will still make it to the top 3.
A lot more volleyball to be played here as Tushova, too strong. So a strong start here for Zeus Coffee.
It's a 3-point run for the Thunderbelles. Capital1 doesn't want to give this game away.
Marina Tushova. It's her first point here for Capital1 as we bring it now to Sam Corrales. Sam.
The Capital1 Solar Spikers had 1 day in training to celebrate their huge win against the Chocamucha Flying Titans. Roma Daramal told me that Coach Roger said that their mindset should be like a championship game in that match. She did feel some nerves because it was indeed like a championship, but after saving the victory, Roma said that they had to forget about it. In her own words, if in that game it was giving championship, now it's giving no mercy. They can't allow this moment to slip away from them or malamangan sila ng kalaban. So let's see on the Pilipinas Live app if the Solar Spikers can continue their momentum or if the Thunderbelles can finally break into the win column. Back to you, Jaime and Neil.
Thank you very much, Sam. That is the question, Neil. How can they manage their emotions coming off an emotional game versus the Chocamucha Flying Titans?
Well, you just have to take it game by game. Yun naman yung nagiging mindset ng mga athletes natin. They take it one game at a time. And as for Marina, I love the fact that she is just focused on playing the best volleyball in that specific moment in time. And hindi nga daw niya na-feel na 45 points yung nagawa niya. She felt like she was doing nothing, but she was doing a little bit of everything for the Capital 1 Solar Spikers. Just imagine, I believe that she was the only person or player who scored in double digits. Sumunod sa kanya would be the middle blocker in Des Clemente, who I believe scored 7 points.
Gamit on the slide. Tolenada back set. Layla Cruz, no, not yet. Yandok will set up Tamaru. And she gets the point. Zeus Coffee looking well controlled here. Take a look at this one more time. So Yandok getting the start here for Coach Jerry. Nice serve by Tapia. Bump set to Toshova. That one is hit down.
There's not much pressure for Zeus Coffee because whatever the result is, top 3 pa rin ang huli ang makakalaban nila. But it is also important na makuha sila ng panalo here in the first round of preliminaries because i-combine natin yung wins nila in the first round and the second round. And the top 8 will proceed to our knockout quarterfinal. So there will be no advantage come the quarterfinals.
Take a look at this attack from Asaka Tamaru, getting her second point here in set number 1. Tamaru now serving. Sharp serve to Toshova. Tolenada to Singh. Yandok, a chance to counter here. Versosa. Just like that, 4-point lead opened up by Zeus Coffee.
This is a slow start for Capital 1. On a defensive standpoint, you can see na medyo nalilate sila sa reaction time in getting these balls up.
Zeus Coffee, they are sharp to start this game. That one too strong by Tamaru. Interesting experimentation din by Coach Jerry. No Gail Pascual and Mondoñedo. They could possibly go in as a double sub. We'll see later. Nice first ball. Yandok. 1-2 play. Nice pancake save by Tolenada. Chance ball Zeus. Yandok. The slide to Mitch Gamit. Is there a check? Yes, there was. And Mitch Gamit will send us to our first technical timeout here with a score of 8-4. Back here in the Phil Sports Arena, we have here the owners of Capital 1.
That's Miss Milka and Mandy Romero. Very supportive of the Capital 1 Solar Spikers. And again, I think this is just their second conference with the PVL, but they've already racked up 2 wins against the more experienced teams in Petrogas and Chocomucho. They're looking to build more momentum heading into the second round, into the quarterfinals.
As we see Mars Alba awaiting their game versus Petrogas. That will be right after this. In the meantime, Zeus Coffee, they're very much in control here. They target Marina. Nice dig by Tamaru. Yandok, tough set to the back. Toshova puts it up. Here comes Leila Cruz. Is that too long?
Yep, that is outside for Leila Cruz. This is now a 5-point lead for Zeus Coffee.
Toshova has been the clear target here for Zeus. Back row, Marina Toshova. Been a lot of miss hits here, Neil.
We're not feeling the same energy from Capital One. That is something na kailangan gisingin ni Coach Roger. That's why he is going to call for a timeout.
What kind of play do you want to do? Sige, sabihin nyo lang. Malaki yung lamang eh. Pinababayaan ninyo eh. Para kayo nakikipaglaro lang sa kung saan lang. This is a very important game for us. You should always remember that. Play on top always.
I like that from Coach Roger. This is a very important game, reminding his team, trying to get them pumped up here. The energy has not been there for Capital One. Let's see if they respond after that timeout. Iris Tolenada to the back row. Dump down. Another chance here for Capital One. Janelle Singh. Yandok to the open. Denied. Yandok cannot keep it in play there. A much needed point there for the Solar Spikers.
Well, timeout worked for Coach Roger Goreyev. He wanted to bring down the girls from Cloud9. Baka they're still basking in that win against the Flying Titans. But this is a totally different game. You're against a new opponent in the Zeus Coffee, and we know that youth is there for Zeus Coffee. The core is also reliable with the bulk of CSP players joining their team. Now Tapia will score off that back row. Former Foxy now with Zeus Coffee.
Take a look at this rebound by Tapia. This spike of the set is brought to you by Duncan. Pasalubong ng bayan. Tolenada was looking to give it to Toshova. They give a chance ball here. And Versosa will score.
Zeus Coffee is just relentless in the attacking department here in the opening set. They're firing from all angles. Everybody's contributing, not just Asaka Tamaru. That is always a good sign for the team if yung mga locals nagsi-step up then to help the reinforcement.
Singh. A lot of their hits has been going out of bounds. May konting gigil kaya doon yun nangyayari.
Nothing's working for Capital One at this point. Coach Roger is looking at the bench to find a spark plug.
Not the best first ball there. Singh will improvise. Yandok close to the net. Another chance here for Capital One. Back row attack. Toshova was denied. That time by Sharia Ancheta getting the block.
Perfectly timed block by Sharia Ancheta. That was a big one against the league leader in the most number of points scored in a single match in the PVL. 45 points for Marina Toshova.
14 serving 5. How about this change in starting lineup for Coach Jerry?
9-point lead for Zeus Coffee.
Capital One not knowing what hit them just yet. Iris Tolenada will go back row again, but she was denied again. Shar Ancheta has had her number.
Now you can feel a little bit of frustration from Marina Toshova. That was a low contact on her part.
Misreceived by Dormal. That one sent over. Nika Yandok To Versosa, looking to go long. Oh, no second ball almost. Nika Yandok, back set. Tapia was blocked. Free ball, Capital One. Iris Tolenada to the quick, what a dig. Back row, Tamaru.
Strong for Asako Tamaru. 3-point for Capital One. They need all the points that they can get now that Marina Tushova is in the front line.
Jenya Torres now serving. 3 points in their last game. The serve to Tamaru. Yandok, the set to Ancheta. Bump set. Marina Tushova goes cross. And that one sent straight out of bounds. Back-to-back points here for the Solar Spikers. Nice first ball, combination play. Sent back right away, one more time, this time to the right pin. Tolenada goes to Clemente. Bump set, nice bump set, nice execution there for Zeus Coffee.
That was a difficult set to hit from Versosa, but she was able to get through the double block of Capital One, and they were enter the second technical timeout, 16-7.
Suportahin natin ang mga atletang Pilipino sa Paris Olympic Games 2024. Watch the games live from July 26 to August 11 on One Sports, One Sports Plus, RPTV, TV5, and Pilipinas Live app. 100 taong laban para sa bayan. Back here in set number 1, Marina Tushova still looking to get going here. She's been checked by Zeus Coffee. Exactly why they are leading 16-7. Tolenada tosses it to Tushova and Ancheta. It's her third block, I believe.
That is correct. Third block against the reinforcement of Capital One. That should feel good.
3 blocks for Shar Ancheta here. And we are just in the first set. In the meantime, Tushova pinabawi. Nika Yandok to the open. And Tamaru puts it down. Double-digit lead, 18, serving 7 now.
Great control from Asaka Tamaru, recognizing the double block of Iris Tolenada and Des Clemente.
Better first ball for Doromal. Soft touch for Tushova. Angeles bump set. Breaking the block is Amaru. Tamaru getting her 4th point here. And Coach Roger will call another timeout.
Sa Pinoy, lagi nandyan yung bagsakan ng bola. Tapos dadayado na makukuha. Na tayo lahat sa issue natin eh. We started slow. Now we are ending this set very slow. All spikes, all attempts, tentative. Tentative lang, ganun lang.
That's a good point from Coach Roger. They started out flat. And right now they're having a difficult time in picking up the pace because Zeus Coffee has been controlling the attacking department.
Versosa now serving. She has 5 points here in the first set. Tashova puts it down. That's one way to get going, Neil.
That could be the start of the momentum of Capital One.
And a service ace. Make that back-to-back points here. To get a sense of momentum, the Solar Spikers.
They can't afford to trade points with Zeus Coffee because the Thunderbelles are just 6 points away from getting the first set.
Better receive. Tolenada, the toss to Shova, the spike, and the point.
Now she's getting the preferred sets na nakasanayan niya. A while ago, Capital One was also having a difficult time in passing that ball to Iris Tolenada. That's why they were out of system a lot of times.
Bump set. Tapia blocked. They're looking to save. And now the defense is working as well for Capital One.
Might not be the best idea to challenge the block of Marina Toshova. You have Asaka Tamaru on the left side of the court. You can just put that ball up to her so that she can score for your team.
Combination play. Tamaru breaking the block once again. She's been challenging those double blocks. Quiet 5 points here for Tamaru.
She's been using the right amount of power lang so far. We haven't seen a really strong hit from Asaka Tamaru, but she has been finding the right spots on the floor of Capital One.
And now Mondoneta seeing action for the first time. The usual starter right off the bench. He gets a service ace.
These are the quality minutes na hinahanap ni Coach Jerry every time na magtatawag siya ng substitution. And it was against the steady libero in Roma Doromal.
Back-to-back service aces for the captain. Talk about being ready to play. Whatever position you're at, Coach Roger clearly unhappy right now. Tolenada will go to the left pin to Shova. Shova improvises. That one catches the line.
Zeus Coffee will be challenging that call. They believe that it was outside.
My question to you, Neil, is how can Capital One how can they get other players going? Only Toshova has attack points as of the moment with 4. The Lone Ranger in that department.
Somebody has to carry the scoring load for Capital One. Hindi lang pwede si Marina Toshova. That is inside. That will be an unsuccessful challenge for Zeus Coffee. But it was a good challenge kasi ang konti lang talaga
Inches.
nung space.
But the lead is still in double digits here. Tolenada now has a full front line. The serve to Versosa. Combination play. Popped up there. Tough. Back set. Yandok. Tamaru blocked. Yandok goes to the other side. Picked up by Rivera. And that one answers what we were asking.
Leila Cruz adjusting mid-air for that set. She wasn't able to go for the proper approach. Look at that. There was no support behind the attackers, or the blockers rather, of Zeus Coffee.
Tough back set. Tapia improvising, but was sent out of bounds.
She's clearly bothered by the block of Marina Tushova. That is why she is requesting for a set na medyo hindi dikit sa block. They still have an 8-point lead. Talking about Zeus Coffee, make that a 9-point lead after that service error from Iris Tolenada.
Zeus Coffee,
23 serving 14. Tushova with the first ball. Yandok chases, back row attack. Versosa slowed down by the block. A chance to counter. Marina Tushova, not yet. Nice dig by Tamaru. Ipak will play center close to the net. And a chance here for Zeus Coffee. Rivera. Pump set to Cruz, and Leila Cruz gets her second point here in the first set. That's enough to force Coach Jerry to call time here. 23-15 is the count.
Kailangan mo maibigay sa ace mo, nasa harap yung ace mo. Naintindihan mo? Hindi yung saan ko padadalhin. Ako ngayon, gusto ko, bigay ko na sa ace ko. Di ba?
Let's go, dalawa, let's go. Pasa mo na, tapos lang. Pasa mo na, let's go. Start rotate ulit. Dalawa lang tayo ha. Endgame. Endgame, let's go. Out. Let's go. Hey, the three! Zeus! Bawal ka.
Isa Molde with the rest of the Flying Titans. They're awaiting their game. Tushova to serve. Yandok bumps it. Nice dig by Rivera. Pipe attack. Counter attack here. Soft touch. Sent back right away. And it works. Tamaru. I bet even she was surprised based on her body language.
She was clearly disappointed. Wasn't the cleanest of plays, but the point is a point. Zeus Coffee is now at set point.
Sharp serve by Tamaru. Tapia bump set Versosa. Rivera says not yet. Pipe attack again, and that one is put down by Marina Tushova.
7 markers already for the reinforcement of Capital 1. But they need to do more if they want to catch up here in set number 1.
Tamaru from the back. Tolenada, intelligent play.
Great course sense from Iris Tolenada.
Feel the energy shifting to Solar here.
Now a rotation error is called on Zeus Coffee. That will be another 3-point for Capital 1.
Biggest lead was at 12, now at 6. Yandok to the slide. That ends the first set on that run and gun play with Mitch Gamit. How about Nika Yandok this set, Neil?
Capital One was not able to predict this starting unit from Coach Jerry and Zeus Coffee to get first blood in our second game of our triple headers.
(25-18) Zeus Thunderbelles. Surprising starting lineup, and it has worked to their advantage as they take set number 1, Neil.
Capital One entered the first set being too relaxed maybe, and na-point out naman yun ni Coach Roger, there was clearly a disconnect between the players on the floor. There are some skill categories na gumana for Capital One pero hindi nagko-connect yung 3 touches ng maayos. That's why Zeus Coffee had an easier time racking up the points. And looking at the floor, Coach Jerry will retain the starting 6 from set number 1. They're looking to win another set against Capital One. So for the Solar Spikers, they need to bring high energy and they have to be more aggressive here in the second set if they want to equalize.
Like Neil said, same lineup here for Zeus Coffee as we take a look at the statistics here.
Zeus Coffee outscored Capital One in all scoring categories from attacking to net defense. And the liberos were also stable. Nagpapalitan si Angeles and si Zeta. For Capital One, they had a couple of shank passes in the midpoint of set number 1. So they are looking to polish that part of their game so that Marina Toshova can just do her job and score.
Let's see how they respond here as we welcome you to set number 2, and they respond quickly with Des Clemente.
That is how you start a set. Sabi ni Des Clemente, they want to increase their efficiency. They were only able to convert 9 attacks out of 44 in set number 1. That is a 20% attacking efficiency compared to the 30% of Zeus Coffee.
Nice receive by Zeta. Combination blocked. Joust. The push. A chance here for Capital One. Marina Toshova puts it down.
She gets on top of that ball. You just know napupunto siya, especially when she's up against the shorter blockers. Yandok might be the liability sa net defense ng Zeus Coffee. That's why they need to get an instant rotation in this next pass.
And now it's Capital One with a strong start.
3-0 Capital One.
Clemente continues to serve. Target is Tamaru. Versosa from the middle. It's out of bounds.
This is like the mirror image of how set 1 started.
Deja vu.
4-0 run for Capital One.
Sharp serve. Nika Yandok. Free ball, Solar Spikers. The bump set to Shova, soft touch, going behind the blockers. 5-0 run to start as we turn it over to Sam Corrales. Sam.
Asaka Tamaru told me that she was not able to perform at her full potential in their previous match. That's why today, and I quote, she said, "I don't care about winning or losing. I just want to perform at my best." Maybe a win would be a bonus, especially with the way the Thunderbelles took set number 1. But those were Asaka's words today, and it may be a delayed birthday wish for her as she just celebrated her special day a few days ago. She shared to me a light moment that she did have some yakiniku, and it was indeed oishi. Now witness Asaka and her teammates in action on the Pilipinas Live app for 149 pesos a month. Back to you, Neil and Jaime.
Thank you, Sam. Parang gusto ko rin ng yakiniku niyo.
Crave tuloy ako ng Yakinigo. Kasalanan to ni Sam.
Well, belated happy birthday to Tamaru, who's playing quite well. But her team down by 6 here.
Zeus Coffee will finally get on the board of that tapping hit.
Those were the sets she was looking for away from Marina Deshova. Nice first ball. Give and go.
How do you stop Marina Deshova? That was a perfect assist from Iris Tolenada.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan. Sharp serve by Tolenada. Yandok, tight pass. The toss to the quick. Ipak joining the scoring party here. 8-1 run. It's Capital One who will be sending us to our first technical timeout. Well, if it was Zeus Coffee who had a strong start to the first set, a great response by Capital One here in set number 2. 8-1 lead. Let's see if Tamaru can get things going. And Cheta had 3 blocks in the first set, but nice adjustments here from Teshova.
You can also see the speed in the plays of Capital One. Mas mabilis na ngayon compared set number 1. And their net defense is finally holding up against the attackers of Zeus Coffee. Now have an 8-point lead against the Thunderbelles.
It's double block by the Taft Towers. Yandok goes quick. Tolenada back set. Cruz. Coverage was there. Versosa slowed down by the block. And nice save by Rivera. Will this be a chance ball? That's a violation there. But nice hustle by the Solar Spikers.
Zeus Coffee has to challenge the receivers of Capital One if they want to take them out of system. Kasi yun yung gumana sa kanila nung set number 1. That's why the attackers of the Solar Spikers were frustrated.
Misreceive. And a block point once again for Zeus Coffee. Service reception, a bit of an issue here. 3 serving 9 now. Versosa serving it to Rivera. The toss to Toshova. And Marina Toshova now with 12 points to her name.
This is just the second set and she's already at 12 markers. Again, we're still looking for the locals to get their fair share of numbers in attack points.
A tough back set. And Tapia elevating to score that point.
She has the leaping ability. She also has the power in her swing. Yan din yung isa sa mga adjustment na ginawa ni Coach Jerry. He has a lot of players that can play on the left side. So si Tapia kinonvert din niya to become an opposite hitter.
Regalo happily accepted by Tamaru. Slowly inching here. Tapia sending over a chance ball. Iris Tolenada will go combination. Leila Cruz.
Leila Cruz is the best scorer right now among the locals for Capital One. She has 3 markers, all from attacks. So far, that's enough to help Marina Toshova.
11 serving 5. Yandok goes to the left pin. Outpowers the block. And now she has 8 points. She had 8 points last game, so a nice bounce back game for the birthday girl. Tamaru, slowed down by the block. Tolenada will go back row. What a dig. Tamaru, tough angle. Torres was checked at the net. This time to the middle. Clemente working together with Tolenada.
That is the beauty of setters who do jump sets kasi meron silang napapasabay na middle blocker. That was an open block for Des Clemente.
Tamaru. And she sends that one to the seats.
Ball was already on its way out, but Marina Toshova got in the way.
Sharp serve. 1-2 play. Tolenada. A bit of a trickery there.
One of the more aggressive setters here in the PVL. A while ago, we saw her score off the push dun sa corner pocket. This time, she pulls out that 1-2 play to give Capital One a 6-point lead.
Service ace. Care of Torres. They are on a roll here.
Tables have turned for Capital One. A while ago, they were the ones who were having trouble in passing. Ngayon, Zus Coffee naman yung pinapahirapan ng servers ng Capital One.
Para silang nag-Freaky Friday, no, Neil? The first set to the second set. The elevation there by Versosa. To Shova, dug by Tamaru. Versosa will try again. She was blocked. Back row, Tamaru.
Yes, that was a good set from Nika Yandok. Saka Tamaru approves. She will score as she hit that off the hands of the blockers of the Solar Spikers.
Sharp serve. Dolenada trying to dump it down. It was too wide here, so a long way to go here, Neil, for Zeus Coffee, down by 5. Doromal will play setter to Shova, cross-court kill.
She can go to that sharp cross, but she can also go down the line. But right now she prefers to hit that angle.
The BFFs working together to score that point. They've been going to this play. Pancake save. No chances there. Versosa with a steady game as well with 7 points, Neil.
She has been trying to break the block of Capital 1, but in that last play, she just worked around it. Sometimes mas okay na hahanap ka na lang ng butas sa likod compared to challenging them head-on. Lalo na't matatangkad din yung blockers ng Solar Spikers.
Service error there by Yandok, which will mean a second technical timeout here. 16-10 is the count. You're still watching the PVL Reinforced Conference. Capital1 Solar Spikers. They're up by 6, but they're down by 1 set. What are some of the adjustments that they did here in the second set, Neil?
Well, first of all, kinargahan nila yung service nila. Diyan naman nagsisimula. That is the first point of attack ng teams. And ayaw nila nakikita si Coach Roger na nakaupo. Mas gusto nilang nakatayo si Coach Roger. Kasi pag umupo na yan, it just means na wala na siyang masabi pa. But now they are in control.
Mas nakakatakot pag nakaupo na si Coach Roger. Dolenada with a full front line here. Nika Yandok, the set to Versosa. Dolenada digs, Doromal sets, Cruz nabitin.
Okay. 11-16. Holding for Zeus Coffee. Dolly Versosa.
Tight set.
There was a check on Asaka Tamaru's block. That will be a point for Capital 1.
Bit of a scramble here. Iris Dolenada. Ipak could not connect on that play.
Set was too high for Ipak's liking. Capital 1 has been giving away a couple of freebies to Zus Coffee. 5-point lead is manageable for the Thunderbelles.
Now serving is Shar Ancheta. The serve to Duromal. Tolenada. The set to Cruz. Off the block. Count the point. You know, for Capital One, Neil, it has been Toshova plus the Taft Towers in Clemente, Ipak, and Cruz. So there's more carrying the scoring load here. Versosa was the target. Quick attack, worked to perfection by Mitch Gamit.
Welcome to the game, Mitch Gamit. Scores point number 3 for Zeus Coffee.
Torres, Doug, Yandok to Tamaru. Perfect placement for Asaka Tamaru. Now in double figures as well.
Zus Coffee is nibbling on the lead of Capital One. Sinatsaga nila 1 point at a time. Now that Asaka Tamaru is in the front row, this will provide more options for Nika Yandok.
Clemente on the quick attack. Yandok bumps to the other side. Tolenada will counter. No second ball that time for Zeus Coffee.
It's a playable dig from Tapia. Angeles was not able to turn and pivot to save that ball.
Tamaru really challenging Toshova defensively.
He already has one championship here in the Philippines. That was with Kurashiki, our invitational conference.
She's a fan favorite here in the Philippines. Talking about Tamaru and Des Clemente. 4 points here in set number 2. So you were looking for other players to score, Neil. Well, she has been the answer.
A while ago, bulk of the sets were going to Marina Toshova, but from time to time, naalala pa rin ni Iris Tolenada to give the middles a chance to score.
Pipe attack, Tamaru.
She's just unstoppable. Point number 30. Matching the output of Marina Toshova.
Dali ng volleyball para kay Tamaru. They're down by 4. Toshova was blocked by who else?
Shar Ancheta. I think that is the 4th kill block of Shar Ancheta against the reinforcements of the Solar Spikers.
She's doing that against the PVL record holder. What a game so far for Ancheta. Toshova pinabawi. Nice dive there by Tapia. Back row again. Dug by Torres. Joust. Here comes Zeus Coffee to the back row. Soft touch. Whistle was blown in favor of Capital One there.
Asaka Tamaru stepped on the line. We clearly saw that violation from Zus Coffee.
One serving 17. And a service ace. That's the second one now for Des Clemente in this game. Well, that was a tough angle to serve. Yandok looking for the 1-2 play.
Outside from Nika Yandok. Wanted to get crafty in that 1-2 play.
Capital One now with a 6-point lead, which Jerry Lee calls time.
Let's go. Girls. Water.
Back after that timeout. That's a classic Coach Jerry timeout there.
The Solar Spikers, Zus Clemente.
Clemente continues to serve 2 away from tying things up here at 1 set apiece. Free ball, Capital One. Marina Toshova. Doug. Another chance here. Pump set. Tolenada will play spiker.
That was not the play that we expected from Capital One. Nagulat din siya na binigay sa akin ni Marina Toshova. They will laugh it out. They still have a 5-point cushion.
And the joust won by Tolenada. Binawi niya agad, Neil.
Break the Solar Spikers to set point. Napaganda pa yung overpass from Toshova.
Set point with a full front line. Iris Tolenada serving. First ball, Versosa. Tapia. Deflected. That's a violation on Tolenada. So 1 set point saved here for Zeus.
Serving for Zeus Coffee, Johnny Garzosa.
Misreceived. A high ball here for Zeus Coffee. Yandok looking for Tamaru. Breaking the block again.
Combination play from the middle work for Zus Coffee. And again, she was able to hold back in terms of power to get that one through.
Sige lang, lagi lang alampasin. Nahihirapan yung setter natin sa receive ninyo. Receivean nyo, papunta sa harap. May papalo naman eh, ha?
Compose yours. Let's go. Capital! One!
I'm not sure what Coach Roger did there. Pero tinignan niya si Marina Toshova. Tapos parang pointed up. Baka ano yung energy?
Or maybe he was just asking one more point from Marina Toshova. He was asking the receivers to get an excellent pass.
All right, let's see if that timeout works here. The receive by Torres. The set by Tolenada from the middle is Niegos. And it's kept in play. Tolenada to the go-to. Toshova puts it away.
That ball is not coming back as the Solar Spikers tie things up at 1 set apiece.
Take a look at this rewind. Tolenada to Toshova to take set number 2, 25-20, which means we are tied at 1 set apiece. A nice effort there by the Capital One Solar Spikers in set number 2 to tie things up here. And what's nice about that second set, Neil, is it was a team effort with other members of the Solar Spikers joining in the scoring party.
I do agree. Marina Tushova got the support that she was asking for. We saw a couple of hits and service aces from Des Clemente. We saw Leila Cruz contribute also in the attacking department. And as for Zeus Coffee, Coach Jerry was really looking for the consistency in passing kasi they were very consistent in set number 1. But in set number 2, nawala yung pasa nila. That's why they weren't able to execute cleaner plays. If we take a look at the statistics, you can see the difference in the attacking department. Kanina, outscored ng Zeus Coffee yung Capital One in all of those departments. But Zeus Coffee just got one more block, but the rest of the other categories, it was really the Solar Spikers who were in control.
And much better attack efficiency for Capital One with 45% compared to the 31% of Zeus Coffee. Welcome to set number 3 here. Jaime Escalon, Neil Flores, Sam Corrales, our courtside reporter. As you see here, Leila Cruz, she was one of the players who really helped out Tushova scoring along with Des Clemente and Julia Ipak. Of course, Capital One, they're looking to be part of the top 3 in Pool B. Meanwhile, Zeus Coffee in search of that first win, trying to get momentum coming in to round number 2. Here we go.
Right now, magkadikit ang Capital One and Choco Mucho in our team standings. In Pool B, Choco Mucho has a 1-3 record, but they still have a game later on against the Petrogas Angels. So they are hoping that Zeus Coffee wins this game at sila yung manalo later. But right now, let's see if Capital One can continue their momentum, as we call this the swing set, the third set.
Doromal sending over a free ball. Yandok goes middle. And De Los Reyes seeing action here for the first time in this game.
Niegos will also get the starting nod.
Tough time on the receiving end. With the help of the net, that goes across. Niegos sets. Torres was blocked. Tolenada. Torres reloads. Here comes Zeus Coffee with Tapia. And a lot of wrist action there. Another start Capital One is looking for.
So strong on the out-of-system play from Tapia.
The service to Zeta. Versosa improvising to get that point. Torres sends it over. Dump down, Des Clemente. Let's bring in Sam Corrales for his story here, Sam.
We usually think of stress as a negative thing, but for the league's record holder, Marina Tushova, stress is something good. Now, she told me that if she does not feel these emotions, she won't be able to perform as powerful as possible. Marina said she embraces it. She holds on to that emotion from training, warm-up, and on game days. But when the match starts, it's all about business because the conference is so short. Marina said this is unusual compared to what she is used to playing for 8 months. So she said her preparations are now less physical and more about volleyball. Good news for fans. Watch even more volleyball live and on demand on the Pilipinas Live app for 149 pesos a month. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Sam. Well, there's, I guess, Neil, such thing as good stress, such as Marina Tushova.
Kadalasan din sa mga international competitions, mas mahaba talagang season in the club leagues out there.
4-1 is the score. You know, when I talked to Tushova as well today, Neil, sabi niya she's not yet in her peak. So 45 points is not the peak yet. Let's see, baka kaya niya mag-50 in one of these games.
Maganda yun kasi we'd love to see her peak at the right time. Perhaps quarters. They are hoping for a podium finish.
And right now, they are in control here in our third set. 5 serving 1. Torres. It's inside.
That is the second point of Torres. 2 points coming off the service line. And she will give her team a 5-point lead here in the start of set number 3.
Torres was the magic bunot in that last game versus Chocomucho. In the meantime, Des Clemente and Tolenada.
Iris Tolenada was trying to chase after that ball. Pero mukhang hindi nakita ni Des Clemente kung saan napunta yung bola. She tried to push her, but you know.
Clemente, dug up by Versosa. Tamaru, a free ball. They go to Marina that time. Toshova reloads and scores.
With an assist from Des Clemente. Napakamot ng ulo si Coach Roger.
7-2 for Capital One. Serving, Des Clemente.
Gamit breaking the wall that time. Now with her 4th point.
Yandong has to recognize that Mitch Gamit is one of the reliable attackers pagdating sa locals ng Zeus Coffee.
Tapia with a sharp serve. Combination play. Marina Toshova with a bomb.
Just hit that ball straight down.
Well, that's one way to send us to our first technical timeout. Sama-sama tayo sa laban ngayong Olympic Games Paris 2024 with Signal. Panoorin ang mga laban sa 3 exclusive channels at iba pa in high definition anytime, anywhere. Mag-subscribe lang sa Sports Action Pack for only 300 pesos.
Serving for Capital One, Iris Tolenada.
You saw Coach Shota Sato from the Farm Fresh Foxies also in attendance here in the Phil Sports Arena.
Torres, great floor defense. Toshova with was dug that time, so a free ball here for Capital One. Tolenada. Tuniegos from the middle. Torres backpedals. Tolenada will go to Toshova with a soft touch, and the ball is kept in play. Tuniegos, easy dig there. Tamaru checked at the net.
Yes, there was a double contact violation on that third touch from Zeus Coffee. It's the same story for Capital One. Maagang simula, yun yung hinanap ni Coach Roger kanina. So when they were able to do that in set number 2, nagtuloy-tuloy na.
Tamaru pushes. Tolenada wanting the quick, but Ipak could not connect.
479. Now serving for Zeus Coffee, Asaka Tamaru.
Tight.
Chance ball. Nika Yandok. Mitch Gamit was checked. This time she will go to Versosa. Dug up by Torres. Torres with great floor defense. Marina Tushova will go cross-court kill.
She loves going to that sharp cross-court angle.
This spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin' Pasalubong ng Bayan. The slide to Gamit. Tolenada with the up. Negos from the right pin. This time back row, Tamaru. She is deadly, Neil, from that back row.
A while ago, she was playing around with different percentages of power, but yung back row na yun, may kasamang galit na tayo.
May hugot.
May hugot na.
Well, that's 16 points now for Tamaru. Tolenada had to adjust. Torres tips it over using the hands of the blockers.
It's always about the players reading the situation. The right hand of Nika Yandok was close to the antenna, so that was actually the right move from Torres.
Torres. One more chance. Torres again. Challenge is called here by Zeus Coffee.
This is a block touch challenge. You have to review the official replay challenge video to determine the result of this challenge. Right now, the score is 11 for Capital 1 and 5 for the Zus Coffee Thunderbelles. Yes, there was a block touch. So that will be an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Jerry. The point will immediately go to the Capital 1 Solar Spikers, who are now up by 7.
They've really taken control since that second set. Ipak now to serve. Versosa was the target. Yandok targets Sancheta. Torres will play setter here for Niegos. As Versosa leaps, was blocked. And the point for Capital 1.
Looked like it didn't cross the net. Either way, the block was still there for the Solar Spikers. Ito yung hinahanap ni Coach Roger kanina. They know that they are a strong team. They know that they can contend for a podium here in the reinforced conference. They needed one set para makapag-warm up.
Torres, or Ipak rather, with great floor defense, but no second ball that time.
That was a decent set from Niegos. And yun yung isang klase ng error na ayaw makita ng mga coach, because they would rather have you parang getting a ball over your teammate kesa na nag-aantay kayo na babagsak yung bola.
Tough back set. And you like that from Iris Tolenada. Pinabawi agad si Niegos.
This is a comfortable lead for the Solar Spikers at 8 points.
Tapia, perfect placement. Finding the back zone.
Judgment call from the Capital1 blockers. Medyo malayo yung set. It was already out of system for Zeus Coffee. But kadalasan pag out of system at hindi nakakatalon yung blocker sa harapan, it's also hard for the defenders in the back row to position themselves properly.
Torres.
Yes, there was a check ball. It hit the tape of the net. Pero tumama pa rin sa kamay ni Sharancheta before that ball went out of bounds.
You can tell Torres has found her confidence after that Chocomucho game where she played in the 5th set in those clutch moments. So a comfortable lead here for the Solar Spikers. 8 serving 15. Char Ancheta, 5 points, and 5 blocks. Nice game here for Ancheta. Meanwhile, the set to Tamaru, losing the blocker's hands.
She's almost in the 20-point mark. Again, parehas lang sila ng output ni Marina Tushova.
Torres was the target. Tushova straight down. It goes.
You cannot let go of that block.
Exclamation point as that attack sends us to our second technical timeout. (16-9) is the score. Capital1 Solar Spikers, they are in control. Zeus Coffee led by Tamaru with 17 points, going up against Marina Tushova, who has 18 points. Great reinforced matchup we have here in today's game. Now at the service line is Des Clemente. She smiles it over.
We will replay that point. It's been a while since we last heard of Mitch Gamit. It's always a good idea to use a Mitch Gamit in the middle. Every time may pasa yung Zeus Coffee, that is the time na nakaka-engage si Nika Yandok with the middles.
Slide Ipak. Nice play there. Coming from Julia Ipak. scoring her 4th point, finding the donut hole. And now Tolenada, more good news, a full front line. Sharp serve to Tamaru. Tamaru rolls, the save. And Tolenada gets it over. Niego sa atake. Wanting to go long, but too strong.
Niegos couldn't find the court in that last hit.
11-17. Serving for the Thunderbelles, Asaka Tamaru.
Service error there for Saka Tamaru. So a comfortable lead really here for Capital One. The service receive has been a huge theme here in this game for both of these teams.
Whoever serves and receives better usually gets the upper hand.
Nice back set, Niegos.
Niegos this time finding the end line. Yet another point for Capital One. Every time I look at Coach Roger, parang meron pa siyang hinahanap sa team niya. Yes, this is an 8-point lead, but I feel like there's something that they can do more.
Sosa was blocked. Yandok goes to the other side with Gamit. Doromal will play setter for Niegos, who goes cross. Here comes Zeus. They will counter with Versosa. Tolenada will set it up. For Torres she goes. She was denied.
Mitch Gamit is also contributing defensively. Closing off the gap left by Nika Yandok.
Torres slowed down by the blockers. Back row Tamaru. That has been a weapon of choice here for Asaka Tamaru. 18 points, a lot of that coming from the back row.
That is not surprising for Asaka Tamaru. Just another day in the office.
Niegos. Chill block. Flagged by Ancheta, I believe.
And defense wasn't ready for Capital One. Coach Roger will be forced to call a timeout.
Walang papalo din sa dalawa. Mababa na yung load. Paluin mo. Huwag mong... Ang ganda nun doon, walang humabol sa inyo. Ang taas ng block ko. Walang humabol doon. Walang coverage doon. Diba? Dapat may coverage tayo doon. Sino middle? Ikaw? Dalawa lang yan. Coverage yun ang may...
Back after the timeout, Capital One, they're clinging on to this 5-point lead, looking to get a one-set advantage versus Zeus Coffee. Pipe attack. Maria Tushova.
She loves that play. Getting through the single block of Zeus Coffee.
Nice first ball. Combination play. Dali Versosa.
He's not the tallest of outside hitters, but you can see na nag-iisip siya in the mid-air.
Pero yun yung mga masarap tingnan eh, no, Neil? Those leaping abilities and a service ace.
We're not yet out of the woods talking about Capital One. Kahit nasa back row si Azaka Tamaru, you can really feel na ang laki ng tiwala ni Nika Yandok sa kanya.
Toshova will play setter. It was too strong. Back-to-back points here for the Thunderbelles, and the lead is down to 3.
Capital One is struggling on receiving.
Toshova with her own version of a back row. Angeles, bump set to Tapia. Blockers were prepared. Niegos elevates. Toshova will try. And Toshova will score.
Soft touch works. Just the right amount of spin para ma-disorient yung defense pattern ng Zeus Coffee. Everybody was anticipating a strong hit.
I have a back row attack too, says Marina Toshova. That time, pipe attack won't work for Tamaru. Straight points here for Capital One. Coach Jerry will call time as their team down by 5.
Tara lang, tuloy lang tayo ha. One pass eh. Ano pag mag-block ha? Huwag mo lang ako bubuhay. Kasi nagpaka-stop lang ako eh. Tapos tatalon lang ako. Stay stop. Kapit tayo, kapit. Kapit tayo. Kapit tayo, laban na laban.
One thing's consistent in every timeout, players will always ask for one good pass. Sa lahat ng timeout na napapakinggan natin, standard na yon na blueprint. That every time you're coming off that timeout, you need to help the attackers in the front row para makuha niyo yung break point.
Angeles, bump set. Niegos with the up. Toshova sending over a free ball. Nika Yandok. Marina Toshova from the back row, but dug by Tamaru. Great blocking by Capital One.
The Thunderbelles were all over the floor. There was a miscue in transition. Nika Yandok called the play in the middle. Tawag siya ng combination play, but mukhang hindi narinig ni Tapia. So they will pay for that point, as Capital One is just 2 points away from getting 2-1 advantage against the Thunderbelles.
Tapia, Bumuelo, Tolenada, quickly to Clemente. That's back-to-back points for Des Clemente. Doing a bit of everything here. Blocking, some aces, and attacking as we arrive at set points. Oliver Sosa. That's one set point save. Closing in on a double-digit game.
Single block, no problem for Versosa. Now she will help the team by delivering hard serves. Attack error from Torres. Coach Roger will call on the veteran in Pati Orandain.
Tamaru from the left pin. Close to the net. Back set. A free ball here for Zeus. And if it works, it works.
then the drop on the free ball works for Marina Toshova. That will add to the tally for output here in this game.
Why not? Everything seems to be working here for Marina Toshova and the Capital One Solar Spikers as they are now up 2-1.
We're still here inside the Phil Sports Arena in the heart of Pasig City for our continuing coverage of the PVL 2024 Reinforced Conference. The Capital One Solar Spikers are now up 2-1 against the Zeus Coffee Thunderbelles. Let's take a look at set 3 highlights. We saw a lot of different plays from Capital One. Yes, Marina Toshova was still in the spotlight in the attacking department. But from time to time, nakita naman natin yung mga locals na nagko-contribute din. Niegos had a couple of points. Torres helped in the service line. But for Zeus Coffee, there were a couple of simple balls that they could have saved pero hindi nila na-put into play. That's why they were able to tally more unforced errors compared to the Solar Spikers. And now Capital One has the edge in the scoring categories compared to Zeus Coffee.
And now the question is, coming to the fourth set, based on the trends, the team with the better start has won the set. So let's see which team can get a great start here. But how about this matchup between Tamaru and Toshova? It's been head-to-head between these two reinforcements. As we welcome you back to the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Later on, we have Chocomucho going up against Petrogas, our last game for today. Torres from the left pin. They draw first blood here in set number 4.
Torres is looking to contribute more in the front row because we know that she has delivered from the service line.
Slide attack for Ancheta. That's Niegos from the back. Yandok this time will go to Tapia. She's asking for a check.
Yes, there was a check. We heard that Des Clemente ask for support.
Torres, Tolenada, Toshova. Blockers were prepared. Tamaru adjusts. Met by Torres. To set to Toshova again. Versosa had a hand on it. But no recovery that time.
Good effort though from Nika Yandok and Julia Angeles. They really tried to keep that ball alive.
See if that energy can spark something here. Clemente already 2 aces to her name. Another sharp serve. Chance, Capital. Set up by Tolenada. Marina Toshova finishes the play.
Another powerful hit from Marina Toshova. Dala niya yung buong Russia on that hit. Look at that. Sharp cross pa din. Still unstoppable for the Solar Spikers.
Tamaru, babawi.
Asaka Tamaru.
This is the first close start we've had in this game.
First 3 sets. Malaki yung agwat pagdating sa score. But now we're starting off close.
Nice hustle here by Zeus. Combination play. Toshova off the block.
How she changed direction. Looked like she was going for another sharp cross-court hit. Pero nabitin kasi yung set at nakapwesto na yung blockers ng Zeus Coffee. That's why she just tooled the blockers.
4 serving 2 now. Target is Versosa. Yandok's target is Tapia. And the point will go to her.
Capital 1 can challenge that call. They are claiming na tumama daw muna kay Tapia bago lumabas yung bola. But they missed that opportunity to challenge, so the point will stick to Zeus Coffee.
Tolenada bump set. Straight to the other side. Yandok with great presence of mind, and we are tied at 4. Straight to the net, service error there. Let's bring in Sam Kaur in the conversation. Sam, what do you have for us?
Earlier, you were talking about blockers, so I want to put the spotlight on Mitch Gamit, who is among the top 10 servers in the league right now. When I spoke to her earlier, she said that she still has to work on her consistency though. Dahil dati raw sa CSB, Coach Jerry used to tell her not to focus on her opponent too much. Instead, focus on how she performs, like knowing the target and speed or control of the ball. Now, Mitch said the level of play is indeed much higher here in the pros. So what is on her mind is kailangan pahirapan ang magre-receive. Neil and Jaime, you were talking about how crucial it is to have a strong start to a set. So let's see which team will carry on that momentum and finish strong right now on the Pilipinas Live app. Back to you.
It's a great point by Sam. Well, she has been great at those service receives. Let's see if she can be even better with those quick attacks. Much needed here for Zeus Coffee. Angeles. A bump set to Tamaru. Tamaru will try again. Dug up. Tolenada goes back set. Niegos cross won't work just yet. Tamaru one more time.
That's her version of a sharp cross-court angle. If Marina can do it, I can do it too. That's Asaka Tamaru.
20 points now for Asaka Tamaru. They're down by 1 though. Niegos. Was that a kill block? Point will go to Zeus Coffee.
They will tie things up at 6. Substitution for Coach Roger Gorayag. Leila Cruz will be replacing Niego as the opposite hitter of Capital 1.
Back row. Hits the line.
Marina Toshova.
Point number 26. Maubusan na tayo ng space sa stat sheet natin for the points of Marina Toshova.
Service, Julia Ipak.
Last game may dalawang papel na yata eh. Para kay Marina Toshova. That's a tough set by Yandok. Versosa targeting Ipak. Nice defense that time. Versosa. Torres sends it to Angeles. Target practice for Torres. As now they have a 2-point lead. How about this rewind? It has been a great magic bunot. And she sends us to our first technical timeout here. Sama-sama tayo sa laban ngayong Olympic Games Paris 2024 with Signal. Panoorin ang mga laban sa tatlong exclusive channels at iba pa in high definition anytime, anywhere. Mag-subscribe lang sa Sports Action Pack for only 300 pesos.
Serving for Capital 1, Julia Ipak.
Ipak now serving. Clinging to a 2-point lead, Capital 1. First ball, Versosa. Yandok the set to Gamit. Ipak comes flying in. Back row to Shova. The dig by Tapia. Versosa leaps. On the cross was Doug Tolenada. The setup job for Torres, who scores off the block.
She's been going to that strategy since set number 3. Again, targeting the hands of Nika Yandok. They're starting to build separation, talking about Capital 1. This is now a 3-point lead.
Quick attack was covered. Toshova wanted the soft touch. Lacked power that time though, so a 2-point lead here for Capital 1.
39.
Nakaupo na si Coach Roger Neal.
Well, they're up 2-1, and they're up by 2 here in the 4th. Great pass there. That's why we mentioned that Marina Toshova is doing a little bit of everything, because she has been at the forefront of receiving then for Capital 1. Kahit na siya yung tina-target para maging out of system, she's up to that standard of passing.
10 serving 7. Cruz bump set close to the net. Another opportunity here. Toshova was met. Onofre joining in the blocking party. So Zeus Coffee just trying to manage the lead here. Past 2 sets, they lost. They couldn't manage the lead as it ballooned further. 14 excellent sets for Nika Yandok. First start of the season. Tolenada, the set to Torres. Iris, back to Torres, this time going with the offhand. Could not find a way for that to work, but Capital 1 challenge here. I don't think so. Or will they?
No challenge from Capital 1.
Tolenada, dump down.
That is the third time that she has done that trick. That was still settable, pero since pa-over na yung bola, she just decided to dump that.
That's something she's really mastered throughout the years as well. 11 serving 9. The push by Zeus. Toshova targeting Tamaru. Tapia waits and attacks. Cruz will play center. Toshova. She just finds ways here, Neil, to score. And she's closing in on what is yet another 30-point game with 27 points.
Yun na siguro yung new average niya. 30 points, easy for Marina Toshova.
Clemente with an exclamation point. That's her 7th attack point. Has found the connection here with Iris Tolenada.
That's inside. The double block was there for that free ball from Capital 1. Zus Coffee is still looking to extend this match to a decider.
First pass, Torres. Toshova elevates and detonates.
Point number 28 for Marina Toshova.
And the countdown begins.
Just really carrying the heavy load of scoring for Capital 1. But Clemente is also in double digits with 11 points, followed by Torres with 7.
A chance here for Capital.
That attack will speak for itself. What else can you say about Marina Toshova at this point of the conference?
You say it best when you say nothing at all. Marina Toshova now, 29 big points. A 5-point lead. Looking to get win number 3. Tamaru was denied. Everything working for Capital 1. They will send us to our second technical timeout. Capital 1 Solar Spikers. And Leila Cruz showing out her dance moves. They are on a roll here. Up by 6. And their body language looks good. As they are aiming to get win number 3. That's 2 wins more than their last conference, Neil. So a great showing here for Capital 1.
And hindi rin biro yung pinagdaanan nila against Petrogas and Chocomucho.
Tamaru was blocked. She sends a chance ball. Tolenada, another dump down. Specialty in the house.
That will be point number 5 already for Iris Tolenada. She's been adjusting to the reception of her teammates. She has also delivered a couple of crucial points for Coach Roger. Zeus Coffee is looking, or staring rather, at an 8-point deficit. Oh, sorry, that's a 6-point deficit after that point from the Thunderbelles.
A point needed, scored by Tapia. Toshova, unstoppable. And officially now she has 30 points. That's 75 points in 2 straight games. 75 points.
This is already their 5th game, so I am assuming nalampas na siya sa 100-point mark. In the first round of preliminaries, this will be a chance ball for the Solar Spikers, and they will choose Marina Toshova. Why not?
Why not?
Again and again.
Her name is Marina Toshova. Target practice. Itong set number 4. Huge lead here with 8. How will Zeus respond? That cross-court attack was too strong by Tapia. Yandok, those combination play.
24 points for Asaka Tomaru. This time she goes to that combination play from the middle.
And if there's one silver lining here, Neil, in this game for Zeus, it's Nika Yandok. With last time we saw her, she had 14 excellent sets. So nice confidence booster for today's game. Slowed down by the block. Toshova's hit. Gamit on the quick. Tolenada tosses. Leila Cruz.
Donut ball on the floor for Zeus Coffee. Looked like it was a mishit from Leila Cruz, but the defenders were not ready for that attack.
Tamaru, they've been going through this play. Angeles bump set. Back to Tamaru. Denied again. Other side, Tapia. Short. Double-digit lead now.
Biggest lead in this set at 10 for the Solar Spikers.
Service error that time.
Pagbibigyan ni Coach Roger after the 31 points that she scored.
Nice serve by Tamaru. Cruz was checked. The bump set to the other side. Torres was checked as well. So why not to the back row? But Tapia with the coverage. Tamaru pipe attack.
Tamaru is just so deadly in the back row. She has had a lot of success with that point of attack for Zeus Coffee.
Nice serve by Asaka Tamaru. Toshova.
No go for Marina. Coach Rogers asking for one stop. They're just 3 points away from securing that top 3 finish here in Pool B.
over received. Rivera puts it in. Chance ball here, a high ball that is. Nika Yandok trying to go 1-2. And that one was hit inside by Nika Yandok. She has been the silver lining for today's game, getting her first start. Timeout called by Capital One. They're up by 6.
Tatlong puntos na lang ang kailangan natin. Huwag nyo nang pabayaan.
Let's go, okay po.
Konting ano pa, konting push pa, konting passion pa sa ginagawa natin.
Capital!
Iris Tolenada has been connected well with Marina Tushova. Those two, a dynamic duo this season. 3 points away from getting win number 3. The Zeus have one last run in them. Well, Ipak has other plans. She has dinner plans.
Even if it's not the best pass, centers would always encourage the middle blockers to just approach. Kasi may hahatid naman nila yung bola. Magagawa ng paraan. As they got rewarded with a point after that be quick hit.
Slide for Gamit. Ipak. Tushova. High ball. Nika Yandok. To the go-to play. Back row Tamaru. Marina Tushova from the back row.
Di ba siya tapos? 32 points for Marina Tushova. Not satisfied with the 45 that she scored last game.
Zeus really did try to contain her. Sharon Cheta did a great job in the first set, but Tushova just doing Tushova things. Yandok. Great blocking by Capital One. For Sosa this time, the cross. Ipak.
Buhay pa ang Zeus Coffee. They still have a chance to come back here, but they need to get 7 consecutive points.
Still at match point. Service ace. That was what Sam was talking about. Specialty for Mitch Gamit. Run and gun play for Des Clemente, and Capital One Solar Spikers get win number 3 in our reinforced conference.
Such a good first round preliminary performance from Capital One. They will officially end this first round 3-3 rather.
This Manala play of the game is brought to you by Yakult. Yakult every day okay. And Capital One this season is more than okay, as they will enter round 2 in the top 3.
They will now wait for the bottom 3 teams of Pool A for the second round of preliminaries.
A huge surprise, Capital One being in the top 3, but they are here to play Marina Tushova. Another stellar performance with 32 points. They win it in 4 sets, 3-1. Zeus Thunderbelles, you know, they had a great first set winning it with their defense, but just too much Marina Tushova in the end. But a lot of players really stepped up to the plate as well. Neil with Des Clemente scoring 12 points. Ipak with 6. Torres with 7. But one player really, you know, she stepped up in contributing, distributing that ball, and she is with Sam Corrales right now, our best player of the game. Sam.
Joining me now is our best player of the game. We've got Iris Tolenada. She has 21 excellent sets and 5 attack points. First of all, congratulations to you and your team. Can you describe to us the emotions that you guys are feeling to be in this position in the pool and back-to-back wins?
We're really excited, especially because, you know, the franchise is new and we're still building this program. So we're really proud that we continue fighting. And, you know, today we wanted to come in and just make an exclamation point at the end of this pool.
Now, you've been playing the game for a while. It's safe to say you are a vet, but like what you said, it is a new team. What have you been learning so far in your 3 wins?
I've learned to have a lot of patience and just have the leadership to compose this team with the offense and helping direct and ease whatever the coaches tell the players.
Now, in your last game, Coach Roger said it was like a championship mindset. Can you tell us more about the mindset that you guys had today in this game against Zeus Coffee?
The mindset was to come out with another win because we've put the faith in the work that we've been doing, and we came in this game with a game plan and we had to stick to it.
Now, is there anybody else you'd like to greet, maybe your family and friends and also the fans of your team?
Yes, thank you so much to my family back home, my family in Belair, Tarlac, everywhere in the world. Thank you so much to Capital1 fans and volleyball fans in general. And thank you to everyone who supported my journey. I love you guys. Thank you so much. Maraming salamat po. Sorry.
Yes, very important. There you have it, our best player of the game, Aris Tolenada. Back to you, Neil and Jaime.
Thank you very much, Sam. What a journey it has been for Iris Tolenada and the Capital1 Solar Spikers getting their 3rd win. But it does not end there. More Pool B action up next. Petrogas Angels going up against the Choco Mucho Flying Titans. But for now, it's time to say goodbye for Director Ken Natividad, our courtside reporter Sam Corrales, and my partner Neil Flores. My name is Jaime Escalon. Thank you for watching the 2024 PVL Reinforced Conference.